Welcome back, internet friends. Did Burning Man 2020 really get canceled? Is Burning Man 2021 really gonna happen? Well, that's what I'd like to discuss with you today. So was Burning Man 2020 really canceled? Well, a ton of effort and artwork and passion went into the MULTiVERSE experience that was online for virtual people to attend. You could buy a ticket and download this app where you could virtually traverse Burning Man. And it wasn't real playa, but for those who didn't feel comfortable to leave their home, it gave them like a drop in the ocean of the experience to what playa might actually be like. However, in 2020, the Bureau of Land Management did not prevent any cars or any people from attending Burning Man last year. In 2020, they called it Renegade Man or COVID Man. People did drive out to Black Rock City. They brought art, they brought party vibes, costumes, and while it was a really small burn, it was still Burning Man 2020. COVID Man went down. Renegade Man was actually free of a lot of bad things that the big burns have brought. For example, last year there was no $500 ticket that you had to get in a lottery system to hope to buy. There was no crazy expensive ticket. No lines of thousands of people waiting in the hot sun to get in the gate. There were no secret luxury camps where celebrities had all-inclusive meal plans and kitchens. In a lot of ways, Burning Man, up until last year, had become somewhat of an adult Disneyland. And in my opinion, there was too much big money involved that sort of corrupted the original concept. Renegade Man was somewhat of a return to the old ways, where the early Burning Man was just people renegade going out into the desert, burning a man and having a good time, expressing themselves, trying to keep the place clean. Renegade Man looked like a reset of what the old burns probably were like. But enough about Renegade Man 2020. I'm sure you're all here to learn about Burning Man 2021, the different details, and if it may happen or not. So let's talk first of all about the theme, Terra Incognita. I'm so sorry, I didn't know. Terra Incognita is a Latin phrase that was used in the 1500s by explorers to describe regions that had not yet been mapped or documented. In 2021, the political climate is hypersensitive to any reference of colonialism, as some people jump to tie it to slavery and racism, even though the phrase was used mostly by cartographers who made maps. I think the BMO group were just trying to give Burning Man a cool name for things being unknown, as we had just endured a radical start to the 2020s. The organization has decided to change the theme from Terra Incognita, or unknown lands, to the Great Unknown. This way snowflakes are not going to melt in the hot playa sun because there's some historical tie to colonialism along with the theme for Burning Man. As for 2021, the big burn is still up in the air. But we should have a decisive notice from the organization by the end of May as to whether or not Black Rock City is going to be built this year. But since they're telling us it is likely going to happen, this means that camps are requesting their placement, fire teams are practicing and beginning to organize, getting ready for their show in the Great Circle, and people are preparing their art, loading up their vans to go out into the Black Rock City playa dust. The organization has written us an article kind of laying out what they think is going to happen for 2021, and I'll put that below in the description. Obviously, there are major concerns about C-19, but as the case numbers and fatalities continue to go down, and many states having successful reopenings, things are looking good. The first week of April, we just found out that Electric Daisy Carnival in Las Vegas will be taking place at the end of May. The outcome of this event will set precedent for future events and Burning Man, as they're both in the state of Nevada, and EDC will be the first massive official gathering since the reopening started. Personally, I'm not really afraid of C-19 because I understand the risks and I have a strong immune system. I actually beat C19 last summer without any hospitalizations or major problems. Burners have to be aware and accept the risks. In the past 3 burns, I have witnessed people take dangerous risks with substances that are way scarier than C19. Without testing, you never know what you're consuming and what it's cut with. The best safety advice I can give you is to not party with the nose candy. Drugs are forbidden at the burn. Look at this guy. He risked life and limb in a giant BBC suit to try and climb the robot heart.
He climbed all the way to the top and now he has all the girls. Aww.
But do you think these people who are doing drugs, dancing naked, and climbing art pieces are really afraid of a virus with a 99.8% survival rate? I think we got bigger things to worry about at Burning Man. Matter of fact, 2019, my friends and I codenamed the burn Hurting Man because so many people got hurt. For the most part, Burning Man is a risky, dangerous endeavor already. If you are terrified of a virus with a 99.8% survival chance, then you probably shouldn't come to the burn. There's a joke called Safety Third, and that joke exists for a reason. It's because Burning Man is dangerous and people do get hurt there every single year. So it mentions in the article that there's likely going to be some sort of safety precautions set up for this 2021 burn if the big burn does go down. And those could be things like your proof of vaccine or proof of negative COVID, or they may have on-site testing where you're lucky enough to get an ethylene oxide swab right up in your nose near the brain barrier. And it may not even be accurate as to whether or not you have the Rona. Apparently, inclusivity is only a principle if you don't give a damn about your bodily autonomy. But if you want to follow the Facebook advertisements and get yourself an experimental jab, you can bring proof, and that'll make the organizers that much more happy. A lot of camps, such as Death Guild, have already made announcements saying that they're not going to set up Thunderdome and go to the burn this year. Their official statement also contained this identity politics rant that accuses Burning Man of not being diverse enough and uses the word privilege about a dozen times in one paragraph. So another example of 2021 politics in the roots of Burning Man. They also cite logistical issues of how it's too last minute and safety issues as they're concerned about so many people climbing next to each other in a dome, breathing on each other. And they know someone's biggest concern when they're in the Thunderdome about to be launched at a 200-pound man with a baseball bat is, has that man been tested? If Burning Man does get canceled this year, I kind of would be looking forward to a Renegade Man Part 2. It would be pretty cool to go to the burn with a small crowd and not have to wait in a crazy line and not have to spend like hundreds of dollars on a ticket. But if Burning Man does happen as the big burn this year, as they're so far planning to do, there could be a few things that are different. The article released by the organization themselves said that this is most likely going to be a scaled down, smaller version of the burn. Because think about it, people have a lot less preparation time. And there could be travel restrictions. For example, in the United Kingdom, I've been told you can't really leave the country without having a good reason. And I don't think Burning Man is going to be a good reason for you to fly out of the United Kingdom, according to their government. I do have friends who live in the UK though, and they've told me that this law about not being allowed to leave the United Kingdom is not being heavily enforced. So maybe people from the UK, Australia, Europe, they will be able to come to the burn this year, but I don't know. Usually Burning Man is filled with beautiful faces from around the world. So official burn 2021, Unknown Lands, or Renegade Burn Part 2, no matter what happens, myself and a couple other fire dancers will certainly be preparing in the next few months, and we'll be doing our best to make it out there. I really hope to see you on Playa. Once our camp placement is settled, I'll leave a comment below with my address, so if you found this video, you can feel free to come visit me and let's hang out on Playa. And if you're looking to get prepared for Burning Man, I've made a few videos to help you out. And that's all I've got to say about Burning Man 2021. If you like this video, or if you're going to the burn no matter what, go ahead and smash the like button. Please feel free to subscribe. I make videos all the time. Go ahead, leave a comment, tell me what you think. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. And as always, just have a great day.